hope you listen to this conversation to help inspire hope in your heart, and may this conversation support you through these challenging times. Today, I have my friend Masaki here, and he is just magic. He was recently featured in the Huffington Post Japan, addressing what we can do to be with this moment that we're all in. So without further ado, Masaki, welcome.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you for coming. This is such an honor. I am overwhelmed. My face is super red. I can't even breathe. I'm overjoyed. This is the highlight of my week. So tell us about the question you were addressing in this article. I already heard the answer, but I want to hear it again because it's so great.
So I was pointing out three things. One is meditative practice. Overall, I was thinking about how to control our emotions, how to control our mind, especially under this difficult time and challenging times. So one of the three is meditative practice. I will say Zen meditation is fine, mindfulness meditation is fine, or yoga is fine. Any meditative practice would be very, very helpful to control our emotions, to control our mind. Because those practices basically making our mind calm down, our emotions calm down. So especially at this time, it's very, very important. And at this moment, we don't need to think about difficult techniques. And you don't need to so much worried about your posture or set of time we have to set. Just forget it, those kind of things. Rather, more simply taking the essence of a meditative practice, that is how to control our breathing. That's it. So just try to make yourself comfortable, and then just focusing on your breathing in and breathing out. When you breathe in, you can slowly inhale through your nose or mouth, whatever. And when you breathe out, slowly, much, much slowly, you can exhale. And then at that time, of course, we are human beings. We are using our lungs when we breathe in, breathe out. But imagine you are breathing in from the lower body, let's say lower your stomach. That, in the Taoism, which is called, the area called Tanden. The tanden is located 3 fingers below your navel. So it's kind of your stomach or abdomen, that area. You can just concentrate on that area, and then imagine you are breathing in from the tanden, and then you breathe out to the tanden by slowly inhaling and slowly exhaling. Again, slowly breathe in from the tanden. Then much, much slowly breathe out. to the tandem. Inhale from the tandem, and then slowly exhale to the tandem. So you can feel the circulation of your breathing in other language, let's say chi or ki, throughout the body. When you breathe in, your chi is going up. And then when you breathe in, your chi is going down. So you can see this circle.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine your breathing is circulated throughout the body when you are sitting quietly.
Mm.
And that is very important practice, just controlling your breathing itself.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you breathe in, just be aware that you are breathing in. And when you breathe out, just be aware that you are breathing out, because it's very hard to focus on even sitting itself, especially under this difficult time. Many things, many experiences always try to interrupt your sitting. So just focus on your breathing itself. And that's why I'm asking you, when you breathe in, just be aware that you're breathing out. And when you breathe out, just be aware that you are breathing out. So that you are just focusing on breathing itself. And you don't need to think about very difficult things on meditative practices. Just use meditation practice as way of making yourself calm down. And the second point of how to control our mind under these challenging times is, I said, think about what you like, or think about what you love. Because it is very important attitude of mind, because it makes our mind very positive. And once we are thinking about by myself, especially from my experience, actually today is the 18th day of my self-quarantine. I have never been outside in the last 18 days.
Wow.
So it's very, very hard in a sense, being by myself, being alone, because feeling so alone, feeling very negative. And so negative thought, negative feeling is very, very actually the powerful in a sense. So when you are by yourself, being alone, even that is a positive in essence. It's becoming, you will be starting that as something negative. So, and once you start your negative thought, that take you to endless spiral of negativity. So just get rid of it, and then just change a different lens that is positivity, and then think about whatever you feel, whatever you see, think, make it positive. So positive thought is very, very important. So in order to do that, I like watching movies. So I'm watching movies. I like listening to music. So I'm spending a lot of time for listening to the music. And also, I try to be connected to people for chatting in Zoom. That is very, very important. Do not be alone, and try to be connected. so that you feel you are not be alone. And try to keep up your mind and keep your mind active, actively positive.
Yeah.
And third, the last thing is that Zen meditation and mindful meditation, usually they are focusing on the importance of be here now. In other words, living in the moment.
Right.
But again, I understand that is a very important thing to do when we are doing the meditation, but I don't think not now. Of course, we have to maximize the moment even under this difficult time. Still, sometimes many sad news are being overwhelmed. Okay? So that just simply accept the things happened as they are.
Right.
Okay? Then, okay, now we are accepting the reality. But if we go deeper and deeper, we will be overwhelmed. So again, we need something positive energy. So I will recommend to have your imagination. Think about what you want to do, or think about what you can do possibly after this difficult time ends.
Yeah.
Or even focusing on this moment, use your imagination, active imagination like this. Okay, now I'm doing self-contained. Think about what would be the things only I can do right now. You know, we have definitely things only we can do at this moment. Once we are becoming busy, those things are kind of the category we will usually forget or we don't do. So take advantage to be doing quarantine.
Yeah.
Quarantine itself is not a negative thing. We make a value on that as negative. So we have to think about, we have to make the quarantine itself as positive.
Yeah.
So many things we can do during this time.
Definitely. Like go on Instagram Live, which we just did.
And from that experience, I keenly realized that even when I try to get out of this room, I have to do mask. I have to grab. And it's very restricted.
Yeah.
I have to have the extra attention, extra precaution to prevent from catching the virus.
Right.
So just I thought that I simply want to have coffee in the morning. You think about in the morning, oh, I want to have a coffee. Okay, how do I make the coffee? Okay, I have to do mask, I have to do grab, and then I have to go with this, and then I have to wash my hand. So many things.
Wow. Yeah.
To make just coffee in the morning. And every day, or 3 days a week, I'm ordering delivery. I have to go downstairs to pick up the delivery. But again, I have to do mask, I have to grab. I have to touch the doorknob and I have to sanitize my hands again, wash my hands, just pick up the delivery.
Yeah.
So I saw that I just simply want to have, good coffee. I just simply want to pick up delivery. I just want to see simply my kids. I just simply want to see my family. I just simply want to do my work. I just simply want to go to work from my house.
Mm-hmm.
So I realized it's such a simple thing, like an ordinary thing, is actually very luxurious, actually very happiness. But we usually forget that.
Yeah.
So this quarantine, it's not always negative. For me, quarantine as a pause give me an opportunity to think about myself and to see the society and the world. So I would say after Corona, I don't think many people said we should go back to as soon as possible, go back to the normal, or when we can get the normal. I don't think we can have the normal we had. We will have the new normal, new version of normal.
Right.
So before and after Corona, I don't think that those are the same, different.
Mm-hmm.
So after the Corona, I think I want to cherish and I want to make life like always finding something ordinary where we can find essential, supreme, something luxurious and happy.
Oh, I
And
love
also,
that description. Essential, supreme luxury in a cup of coffee. Ah, yes.
yeah, and also maybe all of us probably recognize the importance of connection.
Right. Totally.
It's very interesting, right? Before Corona, Zoom is just one of the technologies to use telecommunication. And
Mm-hmm.
then before Corona, actually everyone is enjoying their own private time, like always focusing on cell phone, chatting, email, or messengers and whatever. Sometimes probably most of us are having a meal with, checking the email. So
Mm.
it's kind of alienated from others,
Right. Right.
right? But interesting is now we are recognize the importance of being connected.
Yeah. Definitely.
And yeah, that attitude of mine would be very important, key after this difficult time, I think.
Definitely. Yeah, that's such a great point. It's like I've heard different news reports about, some of the things that have been beneficial or
Mm.
as a result of everything, of some of the, the silver lining or the positive points about this. And I think that's a really great one I've never thought about or haven't heard, which is, yeah, because we've been on these Zoom calls all the time, people are giving their full attention to each other. They're not kind of like looking at their phone really as they're on a Zoom call. Yeah.
And in the last 7 days, I mean today and yesterday as well, only in the New York State, still 700 to 800 people are dying. And then the last weekend, only in New York City and New York State, more than 2,000 people are dying.
Mm.
And I recognize, most important thing is actually life itself.
Mm.
Life itself.
Right.
And most important thing is time. Time is limited. Time cannot wait for us. And I realize of course we want to eat something good, we want to have clothes, but it's not essential in the end.
Mm-hmm.
We can live if we have, necessary amount, just enough amount of food and clothes. So I realize the importance of just enough as well.
Yeah, just enough. Yeah, I remember we were talking last week and you said that, just enough.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like a big takeaway you have from this experience. Yeah. So you also mentioned that, and I think it has to do a lot with this awareness of life itself, this awareness of how our time is really limited. You mentioned you might be thinking this is an opportunity to reinvent ourselves or to have a different path or create new things and let go of some of the things we were doing before or attachments we had or ways that we defined ourselves. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So basically, this pause actually this difficult time, Corona. By the way, in New York, they are saying they are not using the language lockdown. New York is using the term pause, like New York pause.
Wow, what, New York is so wise.
So I thought Corona giving us by the time of pause, everything is stopped. Everything stopped. And then actually that pause is the opportunity for us to think about again, seeing ourselves, seeing our society and world, which we have forgotten so far. We haven't paid attention to so much.
Right.
Yeah, so I reinventing the value of my life, the value of society, value of world, because again, simple, ordinary thing is actually luxurious and happy. And I would like to address that point in my life to the society I will be involved into, and to the world I will be seeing from now on, including the sense of thinking of others, taking care of others. In this time, everyone is taking care of each other. Are you okay? Do you have a food? We can bring you food. Do you have enough sleep? Always taking care of others. I think it's very interesting time we are living actually. We have same enemy and we are standing on the same direction.
Yeah. It's like a movie where everyone on the planet is going against the alien from outer space. It feels like that. We're like, oh, we have this one enemy that we're facing. Yeah.
Yeah. Did I answer the question? Or?
Oh, definitely. Yes. Yes. Is it true? Because I've heard this before and I've never wanted to say it and be wrong, but I've heard this in like motivational speeches and I've read it in a few books that the Japanese character for crisis also has a character for opportunity within it. Is that true?
You said crisis?
Crisis, yeah.
And an opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. I can. Okay. Just a moment. I'm writing in Japanese now. Much easier.
Oh, sounds beautiful.
So this is a crisis.
Oh, okay.
Kiki is.
Kiki.
Mhm.
That sounds cute.
Yeah, Kiki. Kiki means crisis.
Okay.
And this means kikai. Kikai is opportunity.
Ah.
Maybe that guy said, I don't know the idea, but this means, kikai means opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So part of the word opportunity is included here.
I see.
Right? It's the same.
Right.
Again, it is a crisis.
Mm-hmm.
This is an opportunity. The part of the opportunity is Chinese character included in the kiki.
Mm.
But means opportunity of kind of dangerous. That is crisis.
Ah.
Yeah. So it doesn't mean crisis. Did you say crisis is an opportunity? You said
No, I think the kind of implication is that not necessarily that's what it means, but that the character in itself has the character for opportunity. So perhaps in crisis there is always opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. One of the opportunities, a variety of one of the variety of opportunities that is a crisis. Yeah, definitely. But again, in my view, usually, we are looking at seeing the thing only from only one way.
Mm-hmm.
When we say crisis, okay, so this is a crisis. We always looking at one way.
Right.
But everything, including crisis, everything has many, many aspects.
Yeah.
For example, this book, this is Hakuin.
Mm-hmm.
This book is only this, it's not only this aspect. This is another aspect of book.
Right.
This is other aspect of book. This is other aspect of book.
Yeah.
Not
And so for everyone listening, he's turning the book in different angles. The cover, the back, the side. Yeah.
So even we said crisis, we want to transfer that opportunity into something positive. I understand crisis is negative, okay, but it's not negative side only.
Mm-hmm.
There is an aspect positive in it.
Mm-hmm.
So we need always to use a positive lens to look at the world differently.
Right. Yeah, so many different angles to look at it from.
Yeah. So like I said, the crisis self-contained as, for example, crisis. But as I have mentioned, self-contained is actually becoming productive time for me as well.
Yeah.
Right? It's not always negative images.
Right. Yeah. So you are a big nature lover. A big part of what you have taught me and many other students is to appreciate everything that nature can teach us, to appreciate like the beautiful gardens, the bamboo forest, all the places you took us to really appreciate and respect nature. But what do you think about the idea of nature healing amid all of this?
I think that nature is I think the easiest, very simple, clear example of telling the truth. I think, I mean, a flower or a tree or air or rain or moon, cloud, and whatever. I think they are showing themselves as they are. So what they're doing is they showing the truth. Okay? I mean, when we have a moon, just that's it. And we have a rain, that's it. But usually in our daily life, we try to evaluate, we try to judge, and we try to make values on the days we have. Oh, today is a rainy day. Why rain? Oh, today is too hot. Why so hot? I don't like it. And why today is so humid? Why today is so cold? Why we have too much snow today? But I don't think that day itself has no, how to say, just day itself is just it. We are making evaluate.
Right.
Good or bad. I like this or I don't like this.
Right.
So we have to see, we have to see the things as they are. Right? So in order to do that, to train that view differently, I think nature shows everything. Because nature telling a lie at all.
True.
Yeah. Even said, please wait blooming, but they're not gonna wait for us. Right?
Yeah.
Just natural, they are living in a very natural streams of life. So when we look at the nature telling you a lot, actually. Sometimes do you have the experience when you became so sad or when you become so upset and then you just leave the home and then just taking a walk and just sitting on the grass or sitting on a chair, just looking at the nature. And then sometimes the nature really healing you a while.
Yeah, definitely.
Because nature telling the truth, nature will not telling a lie at all, just showing themselves.
Yeah, just being.
Just moon always coming from the east and the west, right? Never coming from the west and moon, east.
Yeah, I heard someone say the other day, when you don't feel grounded, when you feel overwhelmed, just look outside your window at nature, whether it's the sky or a tree, and notice that nature is not anxious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the nature is free. I mean, there's no intention, right? There's no intention. Intention creates suffering for us. Nature doesn't show any intention, just having rain now. Just we can get the wind. That's it. No intention.
Right.
So that's really healing us. Telling us a lot.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, I have so many questions still. But I want to well, I have a question that just came up now, but I don't know. Are you open to a new question? I thought of the idea of we put judgment on different things, like the weather. Like, oh, it's a rainy day, so now I'm not happy about it. When would you say, let's say that you keep having that judgment because let's say, for example, you move to somewhere like, I don't know, somewhere very far from family where it's raining every day. I mean, that was my experience in Atlanta. So it was like, in the beginning, I was very mindful that I was being judgmental. And then there was a point where I was just like, I don't think I can do this anymore. I'm just wondering, but sometimes I would question my practice, if you will, like, am I being too judgmental? So I guess my question is just, how do we know when it's too much judgment or when we're being moved in a new direction? How can we feel better about those kinds of things?
Good question. Good question. I think taking a good balance between in an ideal way of seeing things and also your limitation. Okay, both are right. Both are right. And when you feel you like it, that is right. When you feel you don't like it, that's also right. Okay? Your intuition is always right. So the question is, do not take either one over. Take one over another. Or take a good balance all the time. So first you want to do, you go to some area, for example, New York. If we go to the upstate New York, it's very, very freezing cold and a lot of snow and always gray sky.
Yeah.
But here, healing yourself, think about the saying that is, every day is a good day. Every day is a good day. It never changes. Always a good day in essence, in nature.
Yeah.
Because we put our judgment, we put assessment, we put value on the days come. That's why each day becoming good or bad.
Right.
But the day itself is always a good day. You can find something positive in the rainy day as well.
Right.
As long as you have a positive lens. Right? So that is a one way. But still, you are doing that, you are getting the limitation. You may not reach the limitation. You don't know. And also we don't know what take you to the limitation. It's not maybe the weather, different issue.
Right.
But when you feel it was not right, then that is also right. So then just change it. But do not forget the saying, every day is a good day. Still you feel that is the way you felt. That's it. The day itself is always a good day. Just you have the limitation. That's why the time to go. That's it.
Oh my God. Thank you. Amazing.
Yeah.
So amazing. So I want to ask you about your mission in the world, or what is your motivation? What is it that you really, I mean, I feel like what you just said to me touched me, my heart, my soul, my spirit, my everything. And so I feel like part of your mission is to make people smile, to encourage people to have a positive lens. But yeah, what has been your mission, and has it evolved, or what continues to inspire you or keep you dedicated to it?
Mm. So what inspires me is, first of all, um, find what I love, find what I like to do, and then tell that to others.
Mm.
That's such a simple thing. And then I never feel bored with what I love to do, right?
Yeah.
And then it's super easy to tell that to others.
Yeah.
So that is my motivation and inspiration. So that is my engine to do my mission. And
Oh.
then my mission is, I realize I just want to not spread out. I'm not interested in intentionally spreading out. I just, how do you say, convey.
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell Zen idea, because I was born and grew up in a Zen family.
Yeah.
So I am I'm familiar to Zen, and then I really like conveying Zen idea to the world, person to person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and when I think about that, you are much younger, but I'm turning to the half of my life. Like I'm 47, and then again, as I said earlier, time never wait for us,
Right.
wait for me. So um, each moment is very, very important. And then each moment, I think you know already the word, Zen word, ichigo ichie, it's a one moment, one meeting. Um, any moment never be repeated again. Even this moment never be repeated again in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So that I want to really cherish each moment and then really maximize the moment and doing my mission, which is conveying Zen idea.
Wow.
So it's very easy to say, oh no, I don't want to do this because I'm tired. Oh, I don't need to do it because I need to do other things. But
Mm-hmm.
every moment never be repeated, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
So,
you. Yes. I guess my one more kind of, why do you want to convey Zen ideas? I guess, yeah. Does that make
I
sense?
mean, Zen idea.
Yeah.
Mm, you know, um, probably to you know, how they say, when was the last first met we met? Almost 5 years ago, six
Yeah.
years,
Yeah. 2016.
2016. When we talk, I didn't so intentional about this, but many people said, probably one you said to me, usually I don't use a Buddhist terms. I
Mm.
don't use Zen terminology.
Yeah.
Just more like a simple words, simple daily conversational languages. And then in the end, I might say my mission is to convey Zen ideas, but more focusing on how to live, how to use our life in a limited time. And then the life itself is limited.
Mm-hmm.
So that is my most important topic. And probably many people try to categorize that topic as Zen or Buddhism, but I'm not really interested in categorize under those words, just more focusing on how to live, how to use our limited life in our limited time. Because that idea is universal. When we say Zen or Buddhism, it's kind of categorizing the idea.
Right.
But how to live, how to use our life, everyone can share. Everyone. Even my kids can understand.
Yeah.
Everyone. There's no borders of age and countries. Right. So that's why I thought that is one of the most wonderful topic as being born as a human.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my goodness. I feel so inspired. This is truly an amazing moment to have lived in.
Yeah.
But I think we should have a weekly show. Maybe the podcast, I'll change the name to just me and Masaki having a great conversation.
Yeah, let's do something together. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's fun. You know what I realized today? I realized that I am very, very motivated by fun. That is very, very motivating for me.
And then your smile is, helping many people.
Oh, great, thanks.
Yeah, truly.
All right, yeah, well, I will invite you again, and I'm going to send this podcast out and invite people to ask more questions, and then we'll do another one, and we'll answer those questions.
Yep.
Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Take care.
Bye. See you soon.
Bye.